The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the opinions of the staff or management of Visionary-related entertainment.
It's time to enter the world of real estate with Hawaii's only true real estate show, the TeamLally Real Estate Show. Grab a pen and get ready to take notes. Hawaii's premier real estate leaders, ADRIENNE LALLY and Attilio Leonardi, will bring you the latest in real estate news and real-world strategies on how they can guarantee to sell your home at a price and deadline you agree to, or they'll buy it. Now, here are your hosts, Adrienne and Attilio.
Well, welcome to the TeamLally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. If you have any real estate questions, you can reach us at 633-8633. That's 633-8633, or at TeamLally.com, and that's Lally.
Well, hey, everybody, this is Attilio. I was at Just Tacos the other day, having some drinks and some chips with my wife, and this lady came up to us, started asking us a bunch of tax and legal questions, and I said, hey, those are great questions, but I highly recommend you seek the appropriate licensed professional. And then I said, but Mom, what other questions do you have? So you hear anything on the show that sounds like legal advice, Adrienne, who should they run that by?
They should run it by the Attorneys with Heart. That's Kane and Heron right here in Wailuku.
Hey, by the way, if you hear anything that sounds like tax advice, you should run that by your local tax professional. So anyway, today we're going to talk about real estate. By the way, is Mr. David, is he going to call in with some legal tip of the day, or we don't know? Is that an unsure thing?
We'll be pleasantly surprised if he calls in with his legal tip.
Okay. All right. So
how about that? All
right. Hey, if you're enjoying the show, even though we've only been going for like 10 seconds, and you're thinking about selling a home, that's what we do best, day in and day out. Sell homes for grumpy people.
No,
happy customers. Go to teamlally.com, contact us, give us a chance to apply for the job of selling your home. We'd love to work with you. This is what I tell everybody. Hey, don't hire us, but at least interview us.
All right. So today's quotes of the day that Attilio picked out for me.
Yep.
The first one is from Anonymous.
You know, that guy, he does a lot of quotes, that Anonymous guy.
Well, let's see what Anonymous has to say today.
All right, go ahead.
The only person you should try to be better than is the person you were yesterday.
So if you had a bad day yesterday, it's
going to be easy.
Can only be better today.
That's right. All right, and this next one is from Napoleon Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve.
Yes. That's a classic. If you are into self-improvement, you're going to know who Napoleon Hill is and Think and Grow Rich.
Mm-hmm.
That's a book I'm reading right now. Always, if you're a winner, you're always reading improvement books.
That's right.
So if you're interviewing to be on our team, don't be surprised if we ask you what book you are reading, and if you say like The Inquirer from the grocery store stand, the interview would probably be over.
That will be a problem.
Yeah. What's the next quote?
And then our last quote is from John Lennon.
Yep.
Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're going to talk about some of the listings that we have?
Sure. That sounds great, because we have quite a few that we need to get sold.
Okay, so always this one's gonna take a special kind of person. It's on Molokai.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of the things you're thinking, hey, this is a Maui radio show. We're talking about real estate. Believe it or not, if you know of anybody on any of the islands, we can help them with buying or selling. So that includes the Big Island, Kauai. I think we even almost we had a client that was on Lanai. But we could probably help somebody on the Lanai too, and for sure now we are helping a client on Molokai. Adrienne, tell them about this particular listing.
Okay, so this home has 7 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms.
Mm-hmm.
The interior is 5,000 square feet.
Is that the interior or is that the lot?
No, that's the interior.
Yeah, huge.
It's a huge home, but it's also income-producing property. It is currently being used as a bed and breakfast,
mm-hmm.
and they're just, they're not really pushing it too hard with their advertising. It's mostly like the repeat visitors.
Yep.
But they're netting about $40,000 a year. So that's
Uh-huh.
a nice little business there that they're running. And it's listed for $799,000.
$799. The interesting things about this property, it's got a photovoltaic system that gets you that $18 electric bill. So they got a full PV system. If you know anything about Molokai, it's probably got the highest utilities in the state
Yes.
there.
And I believe that they also are doing some, the aquaponics and have all sorts of
Yep, they're
vegetables
also
growing.
raising some dragon fruit, I guess, to sell to the local market because those are pretty exotic and expensive. And that's our Molokai listing. So give us a call at what number, Adrienne?
They can give us a call at 633-8633. That's 633-8633. And we're happy to provide all the details, including a full walking video tour of this home. So you don't even necessarily need to step foot into the home to really understand how it's laid out.
Yeah, I think this one, the video tour on this one's probably like 8 or 9 minutes.
Yes, because it's so big and there's so many rooms.
Yeah. Anyhow, so, and then we've got, what are the listings we got here? We have some coming soon ones.
We do. But let's talk about the ones that we have on the market right now.
Yep.
There's the Maui Meadows home, and that one is listed at $925,000.
Yep.
6-bedroom, 4 baths, little over 3,000 square foot interior, and it's on a half-acre lot.
Mm-hmm.
So lots of potential with this home, and there's great views. There's fruit trees on the property. What is it? There's like 3 separate living spaces that could all be rented out, or if you just have a really large family.
Yeah, long driveway, so they can also park on property, as opposed to all up and down the street. Little bit cooler temperatures, and a lot of potential. There's like a workshop underneath the main home. And anything else about that property up in Maui Meadows?
I think we hit all the main points. So again, if you want to know more information or get some pictures and video of this particular home, you can give us a call on our hotline here at 633-8633.
Hey, now, if you're a potential seller and you're like, hey, sounds like any other kind of real estate radio show that we hear on Maui. I don't know how, because I think we only got, it's just us doing the radio, but this is one of the things that we do with our marketing to help get more exposure to our clients and their properties. And one of the interesting things, and I'd like you to give us a call if you're interested in listing your home for sale and talk to us more about our Guaranteed Sold program. If we can't get your home sold, how does it go, Adrienne?
If we can't get your home sold at the agreed upon price and or time frame, we'll have it bought for cash.
Yeah. You want to know more details about us, give us a call or check us out online at teamlally.com. That's LALLY. Now, you want to go to the next two, the coming soons that are like for sure. There's like, we're always talking with, 5 to 10 people at any given time, and they're at different stages of coming soon. Some people do change their mind, or life happens, or situations change. But these are pretty much, we spent a lot of front end time and energy and research, so these are coming down the pipe and should be listed here shortly. You want to talk about the 24 acres up in Hana?
Oh yeah, I think we're waiting on we're getting a full appraisal done on this one, just because of the uniqueness of the property. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the Hana home.
Yeah, so if you want to live out in Hana and take a break from all that driving and all those turns, you can get a property there. It's 24 acres. What's unique about it, it's zoned agricultural, so that keeps your property taxes pretty low. I think, what did he say? It was, the seller said it was about $1,200 a year.
Yes, and if you don't have the
that
farming
zoning,
on there, it goes up to like $12,000 a year.
Tenfold.
So, big difference.
Big difference. So what he does is he has kind of local, I guess that we would call them farmers / distributors of pahuli, which is a native fern type plant, and the local restaurants and things use those for a lot of their high-end dishes and things like that. And they also supply a lot of the the health food stores. So it's got a full PV system. What else?
an awesome view of the ocean.
Uh-huh.
There is all sorts of like backup systems, like a generator and whatnot. So it's fully off the grid.
Yeah.
Does not. Oh, and it also has its own cell tower. So I know that the cell service out in Hana is spotty. So
Yeah.
not with this home. You got your own cell tower and you got good service.
Now, when we say cell tower, I don't want you thinking like there's this big 50-foot tower on the property. It's actually a little system that's hooked up to his internet that the phone company has given him. I think it's Verizon, and I think it's line of sight for about 100 feet in all directions that you can actually send and receive phone calls. It's going through your own internet service, but it is technically cellular service. Even the generator has a backup generator. So, and you've got two main homes with a covered walkway between the two. Huge warehouse with tons of space. I mean, you could literally park, if you cleared it out, you could park vehicles in there. You can store stuff. If you're, preparing for the next zombie apocalypse, you could at least put 20 years worth of supplies in there. And that's what's. And how he has the generator. The backup generator connected up to the main home. Generators, no matter how quiet they are, you're still going to hear them in the dead of night. So this generator is inside this warehouse, and this warehouse is at least maybe 50 yards away from the home. And then he's got the power running underground, the backup power line running underground back to the main home. So that's Hana. Hey, do you think we should get ready and take a break?
Yes, I think that it's a good time to take a break. And when we come back, we have a special guest that's going to be joining us with some information that will change your life forever.
Yeah, so stay tuned.
Now, you may have thought to own a home here on Maui, you must be made of gold.
We are happy to say this is not the case.
Oh yeah, Attilio? Why don't I have to be made of gold to own a home here on Maui?
Well, it's because of the Maui Mortgage Team.
Really? Tell me more. You've got my attention.
Well, Jenny Madsen, host of the acclaimed Maui Mortgage Minute, educates people every day about the ins and outs of home financing.
Check out their website, MauiMortgageTeam.com, for mortgage calculators, streaming videos, online home buyer guides, secure file transfer technology, and more.
Sounds like the Maui Mortgage Team is the highest tech mortgage group on the island.
Hey, you know that Maui can be expensive. The Maui Mortgage Team love helping people save money and make their dreams of home ownership come true.
There are never any hidden fees or surprises, and they will always advise you on getting the best deal.
Whether you're at the grocery store, getting gas, or booking a trip, you shop around for the best deal. We believe getting a mortgage should be no different.
So check out the MauiMortgageTeam.com or call them at 270-2775.
Hawaii NMLS ID number 1032554.
Welcome to the Maui Mortgage Minute, brought to you by Jenny Madsen of the Maui Mortgage Team. Online at MauiMortgageTeam.com.
Aloha! One of the things that we get asked a lot from home buyers is what comes first, the home or the loan? This is such a great question. In order to go shopping for your dream home, you need to know how much you can actually afford. We recommend to always get pre-qualified for your mortgage before you go shopping for a home. And when you find your dream home, being pre-qualified can also give you an advantage over other offers on the same property. Contact the Maui Mortgage Team today and ask about getting pre-qualified.
The Maui Mortgage Minute is brought to you by the Maui Mortgage Team, Hawaii's mortgage professionals. Visit MauiMortgageTeam.com for all of your mortgage needs. Again, that's www.MauiMortgageTeam.com. NMLS 1078414, member of Pacific Home Loans.
We recommend Fidelity National Title Insurance Company for your next real estate transaction.
Through its nationwide network of direct operations and agents, Fidelity National Title provides title insurance, underwriting, escrow, and closing services to consumers.
Check them out at fidelitynationaltitle.com or fntic.com.
When you're trying to find the best of the best, don't settle for an agent that's just like the rest. Pick a team that knows just what to do. From buying or selling, we work hard for you. Team Lally, the best real estate in the islands. 227-2703.
Hey, you know it's normal to get nervous when dealing with real estate. You need somebody in there who knows what they're doing, and I have a unique proposition for you. It's from ADRIENNE LALLY and Attilio Leonardi of TeamLally. What they do is offer a no-obligation guarantee. If they haven't done their job, you're free to get out of the contract. But don't worry, you won't want to, because ADRIENNE and Attilio will sit down with you, establish a price and deadline to sell your home. If that deadline passes and your home isn't sold, they'll buy your home. Check out the success story. TeamLally listed a home, and 1 week before the open house, they received 2 full-price offers. This happened just with TeamLally's pictures and video of the home. After the open house, the sellers had 4 offers in hand. So call the only agents willing to earn your business every single day. Attilio Leonardi, ADRIENNE LALLY, and her team. And that number is 633-8633. That's 633-8633. And you can also find them online at guaranteedsale.com.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
Hey, Adrienne, you there?
I am here.
Well, bring us back.
I am. Can you not hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, we didn't hear you, so you got to do it again. Do over.
Okay. Welcome back, and thanks for listening to the TeamLally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. I'm Adrienne.
And I'm Attilio.
And today we're talking about real estate. Is our guest on the line as well?
You know, they haven't called in yet, right, Gary? No. Not yet? Okay. We're going to be talking with, I guess it's Erik McFrazier from the Computer Hale. Hey, Brandon, why don't you give our buddies over there a call and see if he's calling into the studio. But anyway, you know what I wanted to talk about? We've got I don't know if you folks know, but if you go to our website, there is a place you can click on there. We have the Maui Real Estate Guide. And Adrienne, what's going to be in this? This is a book that we put together and written, co-authored, and it's available on Amazon.com for $20 plus shipping. If you go to our website, we will not only send you the book for free, but we will charge you $50 for shipping.
No, it's free shipping.
Free shipping. Oh, okay.
And a free book, and we might even write a little personal note in there for you.
Yes, a good rule of thumb, you should only read books where the author has signed it. Still waiting for my Stephen King signature, but what are they going to find in this book?
So there's a chapter for buyers, for sellers. There's a whole chapter about vacation rentals, retiring to Maui, and then of course there's a little chapter on each main area. So we have one on Lahaina, Makena, Kihei, Kapalua, Makawao, Haiku, Wailuku, Wailea, Kula. So anyways, lots of very useful information in this book if you are new to the island or just thinking about moving to Maui or investing in Maui, or you want to know more just about vacation rentals. It's a great resource.
All right, so if you go to the website, click on that link, put in your address, or maybe put in an address of someone that you think may need it. We will send it to them absolutely free, including the shipping.
Absolutely. All right, so do you want to talk about some of our guarantees while we're waiting for Computer Hale?
Well, on that book, do we have any left over? I know we had sent a bunch out a little bit ago, or we do, right? We've got plenty left over.
From the Maui Real Estate Guide?
Yeah, tons of them, right? Because we just got the shipment in?
Yeah, actually the shipment came in today because
perfect.
there was a mistake on the
We did get some more today. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, there was a mistake on the cover. So it's been corrected, and we have our big shipment of the Maui Real Estate Guide.
So those of you got the ones with the mistake on the cover, hold on to them because you could probably sell them for a ton of money on eBay.
We promised the publisher that we would not give those out anymore.
Oh, okay. Bummer.
So.
All right, check the shredded pile then. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm sorry, what did you want to talk about?
Well, we can quickly go over our guarantees while we're waiting on this Computer Hale guy to call in.
Erik McFrazier, he's the owner of Computer Hale, and he's going to be calling in shortly, hopefully. All right, Brandon nods his head up and down saying yes. All right, so let's talk about our guarantees. Let's see here. Let's start off with the Love It or Leave It. What's that one about?
All right, so if you buy one of our listings or you work with one of our team members and they help you purchase a home, if you don't absolutely love that home, then, and you want to move out, you want to get rid of it, we will sell it for free.
Sell it for free.
You. So there's no, like, I mean, if you have buyer's remorse, so we just, we want to make you feel confident in purchasing the home and knowing that we've done our job to vet those homes out and make sure that you're getting into the right one.
Now, the reason why we can make that guarantee is we're so confident in our program, in our ability to analyze the situation, be good listeners, and see, listen to what you're looking for and match that up with the home. That's why we're confident in making those guarantees that if you don't absolutely love it within 6 months, before 6 months is up, we'll help you sell it for free. Now, if you're a seller, you're thinking, well, how does that help me? It helps you a lot because
it gets those buyers off the fence.
Yep.
So it's like, like whenever you buy a new car, it feels like everything breaks. Same thing with houses. You buy the new house and then all of a sudden everything starts breaking or, things happen. We're here as that insurance. So
yeah,
it is a huge
but not
benefit.
like real insurance. That's what your homeowner's insurance is for.
That's right.
So don't be like, oh, I heard you on the radio. You said you guys are like insurance. Like, not exactly like the same. It's like similar to. All right.
So speaking of insurance, so we have an awesome insurance agent that we recommend.
Yeah. Is that Bradley Maruyama?
That's right.
With Allstate Insurance?
With his moment of truth.
Now, you're saying, you're listening right now. What's the moment of truth? Tell us about that.
All right. So it's like when things go wrong and you actually need to use that insurance. Bradley is personally there to make sure that things get taken care of the way they need to get taken care of.
Yeah.
And he's been there. And he has many, many success stories of, where horrible things have happened, like houses have burned down, and he's been able to get his clients all squared away, whereas the other companies are taking their sweet time.
Yeah.
So he's very hands-on and gives great service. So Bradley Maruyama with Allstate.
Yeah, so to put all this in context, folks, when you're interviewing agents for the job of helping you buy or sell a home, very first question you want to ask them is how many homes have they sold in the last year? Because I don't know about you, if I'm getting brain surgery done, I want to know how successful a brain surgeon has been. How many procedures has he performed? And then the second one, you probably want to ask the doctors, has everyone lived? To date, we haven't killed anybody selling real estate. And I think we've done a whole pile of procedures, at least over 100 every year for the last couple of years.
And then this year we have we've helped over 83 homeowners
year to date with
their real estate needs. So last year was 133. The year before that was 135.
Well, speaking of helping them with their Hale, we have Erik McFrazier, the owner of Computer Hale, on the phone right now. Erik, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, thanks, Erik, for calling in. And we want to talk about computers. Adrienne, I guess this is the part where you get to introduce yourselves and tell us about you and your business.
My name is Erik. I am the owner and founder of Computer Hale.
Okay.
We're located in South Maui, just off Lapoa, and we provide PC and Mac repair, as well as supporting small to medium-sized businesses. PC, Mac, whatever it is, we pretty much handle it.
Okay. How long you guys been doing this?
We've been open for about 4 years.
Okay.
I personally have been working in IT now for about 16 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I used to work at a couple of the hotels and resorts as an assistant director of IT, and then decided to go out on my own and try to open up my own shop.
All right. And that's what you've been doing full time for the last 4 years?
That's what I've been doing full time. Yeah, we even have a couple employees now. We have a couple technicians, good technicians that work with us, and it keeps us busy.
Okay, good. No bartending on the side, none of that?
No, definitely not. Not my cup of tea.
All right, so that says something about yourself, because some people are listening to this and say, hey, you know what? I'm tired of having a job and I want to break out, become self-employed. I mean, touch on that a little bit. What made you decide, hey, instead of being a W-2 employee, I want to go be a 1099 self-employed person?
The economic downturn sort of forced me into it.
Okay.
So, it was sort of a, kind of sink or swim situation for me. There wasn't a lot of tech jobs on the island.
Gotcha.
But I had been thinking about doing this for a while. And the main factor behind that was just, how you work places and you see the way things are being done, and you just sort of have to be, the good soldier and do things the way that they're set up, the processes that have come before you.
Sure.
But sometimes you don't feel like things are being done right. Customers are not getting a good service.
Yeah.
And so that was the main motivator for me, was just to go out and do it the way that I wanted it to be done, or the way that I thought that it should be done.
So you're making a list. You're shaking your head all this time, and every time you shook your head, you made a list. Not going to do that. I'm going to do it this way instead.
Exactly.
Put that list together and started your business. Well, Adrienne, you got a question for Eric?
So, Eric, you guys specialize in, you have all sorts of other services that you offer, like you can do residential, business, and then I see here that you do website design as well.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us more about these particular niches that you work in?
Yeah, well, we have an actual physical shop. We sell retail inside the store, mostly computer related accessories, new and used gear. We fix PCs and Macs inside the shop, so that regular consumer can come in, bring their laptop in, and we can clean it up from viruses or replace hard drives, whatever. Basically, we have a full service shop here.
Yeah.
And then we also support small businesses. We go in, we do cabling, we set up servers, we have maintenance plans where we maintain systems. We were doing websites. We sort of backed off from that, and started focusing more on business support and really being able to provide a service to our businesses.
Sure.
Websites was kind of taking away from some of that.
From your focus? Good.
Yeah, but we just we believe that there's a lot of technicians sometimes out there that don't really speak the language that a lot of other people speak, so that they can understand the technology, and so we kind of bridge the gap. So that's really mainly what we specialize in, is working with people and kind of bridging the gap between people and technology, and helping people figure out how it works best for them.
Hey, and so give you an example of bridging the gap, because I know that's, you have the people that can do the technical stuff, and then you have the end user, and then there's, like you said, that gap in between, that communication. So it's basically like your guy walks in and go, "Hey, my computer broke, fix them." And
yeah.
Being able to, I'm going to imagine that myself as far as technology. I'm like most clients or customers. I don't need to know how it works. Just it's not doing what I need it to do, and can you fix it?
Yeah, and that's that's a big part of what we do. I mean, you can be the best technician that knows all the cutting edge technology, but really when it comes down to it, it's the people who just need their computer to work so they can get work done, or whatever, and they don't need to know the history behind computers and everything that's going on. You just explain to them what service they're getting, what you recommend, and make it work. There's so many things are getting so advanced with technology, but we still have people coming in who are just trying to figure out the basics. How do I get my phone to sync with my computer? How do I attach photos to an email? Just that kind of basic stuff. So although we deal with servers and a lot more cutting edge technology when we deal with networks and things like that, we're still dealing with the end user who is they just need the basics, and they need it to work.
Great.
Okay, so if any of our listeners want to get a hold of you, the website is computerhale.com.
Yes.
And then what's the best phone number for them to reach you at, Eric?
Our telephone number is 808-874-3008.
All right, so we know in radio people are like, hear the number, and then they didn't grab their pen yet. So now they're scrambling, they're looking for the pen. It's 874-3008. That's 874-3008. Now for Adrienne, for the people who grabbed the pen but it didn't have ink in it, give them that number one more time.
That's 874-3008, and then the website is computerhale.com. Now, I think it's time for our quick break.
Okay.
But when we come back,
we're going to be talking more with Eric.
Yeah, we have some more questions for you, Eric. So
all right,
please,
stay with us.
Don't go too far. Yep.
All right, great.
Sometimes I get a good feeling,
I went to them to sell our townhome there in Nevada Beach. Didn't have any idea of what it was worth, what their asking price would be. Adrienne and Attilio came over, walked through the house, talked to us, and set the price. It was considerably higher than what I'd even imagined. They were very professional. They gave us ideas of how to make the house look better for the open houses and the video, and it sold fairly quick. I was surprised.
Oh, I got excellent results each time I worked with TeamLally. I worked with a price who actually was a buyer the first time and a seller the second time, and both times I had stellar service. All of my questions were answered, and I never had a day where I could not contact them. They're always available. The best service I've ever encountered in the real estate world. I was in a situation where I was moving back to the mainland, and it was about 30 days before I needed to leave, and I called Adrienne and said, "Can you sell my place?" She said yes, and she got it done before I left.
I got more than I expected. They set the price very correctly. They set it higher than I expected, and we got offers over the asking. It was surprising to me. They knew the market that well. They had excellent marketing. For example, they had a typical open house on a Sunday afternoon. You'll have probably 5 groups of people come through, but their marketing was so excellent. For example, taking a video of the place instead of just still pictures. We had over 20 groups of people. We had only one open house. It was one Sunday. We had over 20 groups of people, and we had about 5 offers, and the lowest offer was asking price. All of them were over. In fact, we had an offer over asking price even before the first showing. When they came and viewed the property, they gave us the suggestions to what we need to do to make the house more marketable. And so just by following their advice, it worked. We had one showing, and it was all that was necessary. We had a number of offers, and we had to drop one offer to go to the second one. So having those multiple offers was a benefit.
They actually listen to you and care about your needs. They actually knew what we wanted and what we needed, and if we said this is what's going on with us, like they knew with our military status what was going on, and they were like, okay, well, this is what we're going to do. So they didn't give us heartache about the situation. They completely understand the military and what's going on with our lives. They looked out for our best interest when we first went there. I mean, they weren't like, oh, we're going to make a buck and try and get you to market your house and sell it. They actually referred us to somebody to help rent our house out, and we talked to that lady extensively first before we even made our decision to market our house for sale. So, I mean, they're not there to just put your house on the market so they can make the money. They're actually there to help you make the right decisions for you.
Honestly, these days everyone's always trying to shove a house down your throat or, try to get you into something that you don't really want, especially car dealers and mostly realtors as well, because they're out trying to make money. But with TeamLally, it was a different experience because she and Attilio understood what me and my husband were looking to do and which house we were interested in, and they didn't try to pressure us to look at anything else. They were just understanding, and they said, okay, if this is the house that you want, then we'll wait it out and see what happens. So we got the house that we wanted. So they're very professional, very knowledgeable, very respectful, and just a delight to work with. Once I met them, they're really great people, so I liked them right away.
After I spoke with them, I was very comfortable. I would say that TeamLally is more professional. Also, they are more thorough. They provide more than just, their services are excellent. They'll provide you with other services. They keep you updated, let you know what's going on. I was never lost as far as knowing what went on, but every step of the way they kept in touch and let me know what's going on.
Welcome back. Thank you for listening to the TeamLally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. I'm Adrienne. No, I'm just kidding with you. I'm Attilio.
And I'm Adrienne.
And we're talking with Eric from Computer Hale. and we're talking about those. You know, it could be a fun thing and it could be a pesky thing. Technology.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Eric, can you hear us?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. So I see here that you got, I was going to tell you, if anybody's listening to the show right now and you guys do a great way for you to start networking with other business owners, because I'm thinking you should have, there's got to be people on Maui, some super awesome web designer that said, you know what, I can do this anywhere in the world, so I'm going to go live in Maui and be the most awesome web designer. So if you're one of those, I'm sure Eric would probably have a cup of coffee with you, and maybe you guys can share clients or send business back and forth to each other. That's what we do as realtors. We send referrals back and forth.
Yes, absolutely.
Or do you already know somebody like that?
Well, we're always looking for people who work in similar fields.
Okay.
So we can because networking is so huge on Maui, and word of mouth, and people just. Especially for a business like ours, there's not a lot of competition actually for the type of business we are. I think there's only a couple other shops that do exactly what we do. But just getting the word out there, letting people know that you exist, and then also, connecting with, similar businesses and, sharing clients, especially people when you know their level of work. So I'm always looking for, web designers and software people. And,
okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
And networking. Great.
Now I see here that you guys do the remote services, like you'll go to people's or people that are just out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, will you at the Cowpole store? Will you go work on their network?
Well, we do have. Well, the majority of work that we do, like residential and site visits, mostly is Kihei, Wailuku, Kahului.
Gotcha.
We do some work out in Lahaina. We're pretty much able to go anywhere, but obviously sometimes the cost becomes a little bit too much if you're too far out.
Yeah.
But we try to get out there if we can. So we pretty much service the entire island.
So if Oprah Winfrey called you up, said, "Hey, I'm going to pay you guys a $500 trip charge. I need you to come out here and check out my network," you're like, "I'm there."
Oh, most definitely, most definitely.
I always
will you go out to Hana?
We have not gotten a call from Hana yet.
Because their network's down.
It depends. I definitely would be happy to go out to Hana, but we might have to plan it for a Friday so we can spend the whole weekend out there.
I tell you, you know what? If you live in Hana and you need computer services, you better have a room for them to stay in and provide meals.
Yeah, exactly. We'll come out. We'll come out for half the price for that.
There you go, for the guest staying in the guest cottage. It's important what you said, because a lot of people. I think a lot of the big retailers, and you know what? Hey, folks, support local businesses. Go see these guys, Eric. Don't go buy your stuff down at the big box retailer and then go to these guys to fix it. Why don't you go give them some business from the front end? Because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of people nowadays, I'm guilty of it, we get the next computer and we just throw away the old one.
Yeah. There, that does happen quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, at least a lot of what we've heard is when you go to the big box stores as well, they're offering some sort of support, but usually the majority of my clients say that they're really just leading them towards buying a new computer or just completely replacing it, even if the computer is only a year or 2 years old or so.
Mm-hmm.
We're straight up with our clients. If they bring if you bring something in that is not worth fixing, we'll tell you. The best thing would be to get a new computer. Especially with the price of some technology now, it's almost the same price to go out and get a new one than to replace a hard drive.
Yeah.
And, do major work on a computer. But we're honest and we let you know. Look, this is what I would do if it was my computer. So we give people a fair shake, tell them exactly what's going on, and then help them, guide them through the decision.
You know what? I tell you right now, here's my computer confessions. This is the computer confession hour.
Uh-huh.
I would actually pay more money than what it costs for a new computer to not have to keep changing the dang D-A-N-G, I'm not swearing, the dang operating systems. Microsoft, they drive me crazy with these operating system changes. You finally get used to something and then they wholesale change it. I would literally pay you to keep my old computer, my Mac SE, black and white monochrome monitor. No. to keep it going. But do you have clients out there? They're just, I mean, and do you guys know how to do workarounds where like, it's almost like they're forcing you to go to the new operating system?
Yeah, well, unfortunately they do,
Okay.
especially if you're going to go out and you go get a new computer. It's
Yeah.
very difficult on the island to get, Windows 7, say, for instance, right now Windows 8 is out, and we've had a lot of people complaining about that. We can help clients get, the older operating systems.
Yeah.
We have distributors that we can order from, as well as we can, we have the software here. We can load it on the computer if you've already purchased a computer that has Windows 8 on it.
Yep.
We pretty much can, do whatever the client needs, and we try to make it so that it works best for them. And if some people still want to use Windows XP,
Yep.
or old Mac operating system, we can help them do that too.
Yeah, I'm one of those guys with the Windows 8, but I keep clicking the button that says desktop and going back to the old view on it. But anyway, so if you got any leftover computers laying around the home and maybe you want to get it up and working, you should go visit these guys. I like the fact that you guys aren't these fly-by-night guys, like fix computers with not that there's anything wrong with this type of guerrilla marketing, but you're not the PC repair guy on the little Corplex signs on the wooden stakes on the side of the road or stapled to the telephone poles.
Yeah.
You're an actual physical location. We've actually walked past your location many a times up there on that second floor of that. What is that, Maui Market Center?
South Maui Center. We're just above Fabiani's restaurant.
That's right. We always smell the baked goods. Doesn't that bakery smell drive you guys crazy in there, and you guys want to go down there and eat stuff? Like that?
Yeah, that's a tough one. We were pretty weak in the beginning, but I've gotten stronger. We have to stay away from those pastries down there.
Yeah, I know. For us, when it's like people from Honolulu when they come visit Maui, the Krispy Kreme donuts are like the mosquito light. I can't help myself. Don't go into the light. I can't help it.
Oh yeah, and they have that. They have the it all set up right as soon as you walk in the door. So it's right in front of your face before you even get a chance to decide on what you're going to get.
Now I know Adrienne's got. We always prepare for these shows. She's got some more of these questions that she wants to ask you.
I just have one more question, and then we're gonna let Eric go. So Eric, could you give us a success story, someone that you've recently helped and made a big difference in their life through the technology?
Yes.
Oh gosh, one specific story. That's difficult. We kind of make changes for people every day. But let me think of a good one. Well, there's Pastor Greg at Living Way Church. They had a bunch of computers that they used let the youth use down there, and a place that they can be and use the computers in a safe environment and all that.
Yeah.
But one of the problems, I think, of course, when you let the kids on to the computers, sometimes
you start downloading stuff, and
sometimes they're not quite the way that you left them.
Yeah.
But they brought their computers in, and we're having major issues with them, and we worked everything out, and it was it's always important for us to help out businesses like that provide especially to the youth. KAOI Youth Center, we do work with them, but it's always nice to get those computers back, and I just ran into him at Fourth Friday, and he was saying that the computers were flying and everything was working great.
Yeah.
The kids are using the computers, so it's good to get them back up and running again.
So you guys are kind of like nitrous oxide for the speed racer. You go in there and speed up their computers, because I know over time it just happens. Operating systems, all these pesky things on the internet that are trying to infiltrate your system, start slowing it down. They should bring it in or have you check them out every once in a while for a tune-up, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would recommend that everybody definitely have a good antivirus. Know that antivirus doesn't protect you from everything.
Yep.
So having a good anti-malware scanner, Malwarebytes, something like that. We also suggest to people, we recommend free tools. Not everything costs money, and we try to find those good tools out there that people can use without having necessarily to, fork out more money.
Yeah.
But we also offer, regular maintenance services to regular clients instead of just businesses now as well. So antivirus, all of those things that we have, and we can monitor from our end. So if there's things that the clients don't understand, or they need a little help keeping their systems up and running, we got backup, antivirus, everything. So yeah, we got you covered no matter how it whatever you need.
Well, hey, Eric, thanks for being on the show. We want to let everybody know your physical location. You guys are on Lipoa Street, right up the street from the Times.
Yeah.
Times would be in the Mackay direction, but if you go up the street, right off of South Curia Road, take a right or a left, depending on which direction you come. Go right up the street, and you guys are right there on the second floor. Do you guys have free air conditioning?
We do. We have free air conditioning. We also have free Wi-Fi. So
there you go.
We have a little area that people can sit out, use their computers. So yeah, it's a good place. Come down and visit whenever you guys get a chance.
All right, and check out their website, computerhale.com, or give them a call on their office line, which is 874-3008. That's 874-3008. Adrienne, anything else for Eric?
No, thanks so much for joining us today on our show and sharing all this awesome information. We hope that some of our listeners give you guys a call.
Yeah, tell them you heard. Tell Eric you heard about him on the TeamLally Real Estate Show.
All right, great. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Eric.
All right, aloha.
Aloha.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break, but don't go too far. We still have some homes to talk about.
And we're going to be checking in with, our Maui Sada on the street, Brandon Force. We recommend Fidelity National Title Insurance Company for your next real estate transaction.
Through its nationwide network of direct operations and agents, Fidelity National Title provides title insurance, underwriting, escrow, and closing services to consumers.
Check them out at fidelitynationaltitle.com or fntic.com.
When you're trying to find the best of the best, don't settle for an agent that's just like the rest. Pick a team that knows just what to do. From buying or selling, we work hard for you. Team Lally, the best real estate in the islands. 227-2703.
Well, it's not unusual for problems coming to mind before opportunities when thinking about real estate, and I have a unique proposition for you. It's from ADRIENNE LALLY and Attilio Leonardi of TeamLally. What they do is offer a no-obligation guarantee. If they don't do their job, you're free to get out of the contract. But don't worry, you won't want to, because Adrienne and Attilio will sit down with you. Establish a price and deadline to sell your home. If that deadline passes and your home isn't sold, they'll buy your home. Check out the success story. The team listed a home. It was a challenging listing due to some tenant constraints. With Team Lally's proven strategy, they generated 4 offers, resulting in a $4,000 over the asking price offer accepted by the seller. So call the only agents that are willing to earn your business every single day. That's Attilio Leonardi, Adrienne Lally, and her team. And that number is 633-8633. Again, that number is 633-8633. And you can also find them online at guaranteedsale.com.
Hi, I'm Adrienne.
And I'm Attilio.
Buying or selling a home can be stressful.
We know that having a plan of action eliminates the stress.
And that's what we do. Get rid of the stress.
Here's one of our clients.
I think really the key to their success is the way they're able to communicate with their customers. I didn't have that the last time I used a realtor.
Welcome back. This is Attilio, and I am still Attilio, and you're listening to...
And I'm Adrienne, and we're welcome back to our show.
This is the TeamLally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. If you got any questions, give us a call. The number is 633-8633, or check us out on the web at teamlally.com. That's Lally. Well, hey, Adrienne, guess who we got on the line?
Is it our Maui Sada?
It's our Maui Sada on the street. His name is Brandon Force. And a little birdie told me that today is his birthday. Is that true?
It is the day.
And how many years young are you?
A large 27.
27. He's supposed to give the answer that Santa Claus gave on Miracle on 34th Street they didn't ask him this question, but he wrote it on his employment card. And it said, in this box that said age, he wrote I am as old as my tongue, but slightly younger than my teeth. What does that mean? That's a little birthday riddle for you today.
Apparently, I need to get in one more year to figure this one out.
Okay, so we'll explain it to you. What it means is you're born, obviously you're born with a tongue, right? So you're as old as your tongue. Your teeth come in later, right? All right, so you're as old as your tongue, but slightly younger than your teeth. Everybody is that, okay? All right, so what's your, all this age, this years of wisdom, what has it brought to you? And what community do you want to talk about?
That's two things, actually. First, we'll do the deal of the day. And I wanted to do a condo. I usually focus on residential. But I wanted to find the lowest priced condo that's at least a 2-bedroom, because a lot of people, that's what they're looking for when they're looking for condos. And it was actually kind of a three-way tie. So we have, all three of these condos are $199, so just below $200,000. And there's 2 units right now in Kihei Villages, and once again, they're both 2 bedrooms, 1.5 bath. If you've ever been in the Kihei Villages area, they kind of offer usually fairly quiet. You're not too far from the beach. You're pretty much north Kihei, if you will, so you're only a couple minutes away from Wailea, and of course not too, about 10-15 minutes away if you're speeding maybe to get to Kahului.
Yeah.
So it offers all that, and then the other one is in Wailuku, and that's the Pu'oni Hale Ali'i. And that's also a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath, and that's in Wailuku. So if you're looking for a condo on Maui and you're hurting for a little bit of cash, those 3 options are going to be good.
All right.
So that's the deal.
And then how can they get a hold of you, Brandon?
Best way to get a hold of me is to use our main phone number, which is 633-8633. And then once again, 633-8633.
What was that number again?
633-8633.
Man, I hate those shows where they keep repeating the number. What was that number again? No, never mind.
Echo.
I think they got it.
Echo.
All right, so we only got a couple of minutes left on the show, actually precisely 2. And by the way, if you're tuning in, you're listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program. Now, that's an outrageous statement. If you want to know more about it, give us a call. And you're going to ask us the question, why are we so confident? Why can we put that out there? If you're a potential seller, why don't you give us a call and interview us so that we can tell you all about that. Hey, we've got a track record. We want to share with you the recipe. We're like Coca-Cola. We're going to give you the recipe, how we get over 100 plus homes sold every year. The average agent, 50% of the licensees on Maui selling 0. I'm not making that up. Every transaction is a public transaction. You can look it up or have a realtor look it up or ask them. 0, 50%, yep, 40% of the other half, maybe about 5 to 7 homes. There's got to be a reason why we're selling over 100 plus homes every year.
Lots of caffeine.
Yeah. All right. So, again, go to our website, get the Maui Real Estate Guide if you know of somebody that's looking to move to Maui. Seems like everybody wants to move to Maui. If they're serious about moving to Maui, we'll send them a copy of this book. Adrienne, anything else you want to talk about as we get towards the end of our show? Well, too late now.
Is it the end of the show now?
It's the end of our show. So,
oh, no. Okay. Well, thanks for listening, and thank you to our sponsors.
All right. We have Denise Kaehu with Hawaii Escrow and Title.
Mike Davies and Jenny Madsen of the Maui Mortgage Team.
Eileen Strickland of Fidelity National Title. If you want to get a hold of any of our sponsors, just go to TeamLally.com. Check out our business partner page under our link section.
We also want to give a big thank you to Gary, our producer here in the studio.
Chee-hoo.
And make sure to tune in next week. We're going to have an awesome guest talking about something that will change your life forever.
This is the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program.
If we can't sell your home at the agreed upon price in your time frame, we'll have it bought for cash.
Thanks and aloha.